We welcome you inside the beautiful Berry Hills Country Club in Charleston, where on this Friday a champion will be crowned in the 90th annual West Virginia Open. It is without question one of the premier golf events staged each year by the West Virginia Golf Association, a tournament with a man named Sam Snead winning 17 times. This marks the fourth time overall and first since 2015 that Berry Hills has played host to this great event, and it's a tournament which features both professionals and amateurs, and those pros entering this year are competing for a record purse. Video productions in conjunction with the West Virginia Golf Association, the Berry Hills Country Club, and the Sinclair Broadcast Group is proud to bring you live streaming final round coverage of this 90th annual West Virginia Open. Greetings from Charleston and the Berry Hills Country Club, along with our great crew and Hannah Klein. I'm Mark Martin. Great to have all of you with us, as over the next 4 hours we will be following the top groups as well as keeping tabs on other contenders. And we begin the third and final day of this 54-hole tournament with Bridgeport's Mason Williams, a former golfer at Georgia Southern, and Ryan Bilby, a Follansbee native who golfs at Marshall University, tied for the lead. Both had 68 on day one and 67 yesterday, so 5 under par. So that is where they are at as they head into the final day here at the Par 70 Berry Hills Country Club. Williams had 2 eagles on the course yesterday. Bilby 9 birdies through 36 holes. Former Marshall University golfer Will Evans is third, just 2 shots back. And WVU golfer Todd Duncan and 12-time winner David Bradshaw at 2 under. And Marshall University golfer Joseph Kolaski and former champion Kenny Hess, they come in at 1 under par here today. Of course, weather going to be a big part of the storyline here today. The National Weather Service issuing excessive heat warnings today. National Weather Service feels heat index could rise near 110. So they will start at 10 here today, finishing at 9. And the great professional here at Berry Hills, Barry Evans, will provide us with hole description throughout the afternoon. Christian Brand is our defending champ, and Brand, a guy who hails from right here in Charleston. It's the Berry Hills Country Club, one of the pristine courses in the great state of West Virginia. So Williams 2 eagles on the final hole, 3 on the par 5 9th, and an eagle on the 13th. Bilby matching him shot for shot to come in here tied. Williams was a state prep champ at Bridgeport. Bilby saying yesterday, just kind of a grind out here. Williams teed off yesterday at 8:50 and Bilby at 1:40. Bilby in the tournament hasn't missed a lot of greens. Williams, long hitter. Wind was definitely something to contend with yesterday. 20 to 25 mile per hour winds. Talk about Will Evans. This is his home course. Brand had a couple of bad breaks yesterday, and Bilby says the key here is keeping it in play. Get a good look there at Kenny Hess at number 14. Barry Evans telling us that number 14, honestly, one of the best par threes that he's ever played in his career. 195 yards or so. Difficult from tee to green. And he's teamed there with the great Pat Carter. Pat, one of the great golfers, West Virginia Hall of Famer.
I don't have a camera on a green. I have a camera one that's facing a golf cart. I have somebody on a tee box.
And one's off. Samson needs to turn one on.
Right,
Pat with the great swing. And Pat just owning that amateur for so many years. And now Christian Brand, the defending champion, set to tee off here at number 14.
This is the third to last group, so these are not other people at all anyway.
So these guys are the third group. Of course, you have Williams, Bilby, and Evans, who were the last to tee off. Duncan, Bradshaw, and Kolaski. In this group, Hess, Carter, and Brand. And again, Hess playing in this group, but tied with Kolaski. So number 14, they teed off there at number 14. So again, and number 14 from our great friend Barry Evans. This is one of the best par threes. Mason Williams, a 68 on the opening day, followed by a 67. So at -5 heading in, Ryan Bilby, a 68 and a 67, also at -5. Evans had a 70 on the opening day and a 67 yesterday for a 137 two-day total at -3. Todd Duncans at -2. Duncan, a WVU golfer. Of course, David Bradshaw, 12-time winner. They're tied at -2. Duncan had a 68 and a 70, and Bradshaw a 71 and a 67. And Joseph Kolaski with a 71 and a 68. Kenny Hess, a 72 and a 67. Then you have a lot of guys at even par with Pat Carter, Christian Brand, Jonathan Clark, Cam Rome. And then if you want to go at one over, Jess Farrell of Fairmont, Clayton Thomas of Proctorville, all within striking distance. Of course, this event being put on by the Great West Virginia Golf Association, which was founded in 1913. Berry Hills, a par 70, the length 6,499 yards, built in 1952 by architect William F. Gordon. Berry Hills, home to a true shotmaker's course. Features a rolling layout, tree-lined fairways, and always in pristine condition. Barry Evans telling us earlier this week this is as good as he has had a chance to see this course. Just 8 miles southwest of Charleston. Very charming, elegant atmosphere. There are 2 Hartrue tennis courts here, 4 pickleball courts, a swimming pool, the golf pro shop, wedding garden on the lawn of the clubhouse. Now the week started with a pro-am on Monday. Then the Coca-Cola shootout took place Tuesday afternoon on the front nine at Berry Hills, one of the long-standing sponsors of the Open. And David Bradshaw was victorious. He won that specialty event for the 5th time in his career. Again, this third to last group with Pat Carter, Christian Brand, and Kenny Hess. When you consider what these guys have done in their careers, and again, you talk about Pat being one of the most decorated amateurs in West Virginia.
Here, let me start a new one.
Started playing golf when he was 3 years old.